をしててもデイドリーミング、yeah、君のことば繰り返し寝ても覚めてもやまない、そっけない君の笑顔が恋しくて星に願うの、また会えるよね。
Ok, bonjour tout le monde. Salut, salut. Tac, la scène. Hop. Le son de la musique est quand même un peu fort. Là, ça a l'air bien. Bon, du coup, j'ai joué un peu hors stream. J'ai même beaucoup joué en fait. J'ai joué quasiment toute la journée hier. Parce que vu que j'ai le Covid, bah du coup je m'isole. Et du coup bah je joue. Mais bon, j'ai pas avancé les quêtes principales. J'ai essayé l'invocation des 7, là, le jeu de cartes. C'était une quête, j'ai essayé, je l'ai fait. Qu'est-ce que j'ai fait d'autre? J'ai fait autre chose. Ah oui, j'ai up l'arme de Ezu, de Layla. J'ai fait le sanctuaire spiralé aussi. Merde. Ah, j'ai fait des trucs comme ça aussi. Ok. Encore. Je crois que j'ai assez pour faire des vœux. 1900. Attendez, annule. Ça fait quoi? 20% sur 10 vœux consécutifs. Garantie d'obtention de Noël. Dans la 6 première série de vœux. Garantie d'obtention. C'est juste pour avoir Noël. Peut-être que je comprends pas. Ok, un épique. J'ai toujours pas eu de légendaire. Oh, c'est juste une arme. J'aurais préféré une arme d'ast, parce que j'en ai pas. Oh, je suis un peu déçu. Ok, épique. Wesh. Ok. Ok, elle a l'air pas mal en plus. Peut-être un bon changement de... Lisa. Avec quoi tu te bats? Arme. Un arc. Aptitude.
Work means you gotta walk the walk. No, I mean literally. I need to search high and low for evidence.
Let's do this.
Donc je vais regarder. Comment qu'elle se joue elle? Hop. Cajou, Sarah. Build. Alors c'est que ouais, sub DPS support. Ok, noblesse oblige. Short time buffer. Emblem of Served Fate. Severed Fate. Ok. Ouais, c'est un peu comme je joue Lisa actuellement. Je m'en sers pour mettre quelques petites attaques et... Juste pour proc le truc électro quoi.
There's something in the air.
Hop. Alors du coup... Il faut des trucs qui se trouvent qu'à Inazuma. Bon, heureusement que j'ai débloqué la région. Arme. Remplacer. J'ai l'arc de chasse des Favnus. Oh, ça demande ça aussi. Fais chier. Bon, Lisa, elle a un set nul, là, le set de l'aventurier. Donc on s'en fout de ces artefacts. Set de l'exilé, recharge d'énergie. Ouais, j'ai rien d'intéressant dans les artefacts. Colère de tonnerre. Ouais, j'ai que les fleurs, c'est comme ça, j'ai aussi le truc pyro, mais j'ai que la fleur. Érudit. Dégâts critiques. Maîtrise élémentaire. Ok. Bon. Je crois que je vais regarder ça hors stream. Comment bien l'améliorer.
Here, let me help you.
J'ai un truc collé dans ma gorge. Oh. Lui, faut que je lui parle. Un plat copieux, un œuf. Ragoût à la crème. Tiens, mange un œuf. Ah ouais, j'étais dans le... J'étais chercher un peu des statues. Alors en fait, au début, je voulais celle du gouffre. Mais j'ai été à celle-là. Et celle-là, c'est Sumeru. Sumeru. Ah là, il y en a une. En vrai, en perso que j'aimerais bien avoir, ce serait Ketching et Chichi.
Bring it on! Cyclone!
Ok. Téléphone a sonné. C'est la météo. Ah ouais. Ok. Prochaine, ici. C'est qu'il y en a encore une. Là-haut. Je vais faire celle-là là, à côté d'un point de TP. Tiens, je perds ma peau sur les pouces. Mes 2 pouces. Les autres doigts, ça va. Détruisez le ballon blob. Ah d'accord. Moi j'ai pas les meilleurs persos pour faire ça.
Come a little closer.
Oh, je prends tellement de dégâts avec lui.
You don't want to do this.
Oh non, le moustique. Pas le bête. Ok, ça c'est fait. Je vais me taper la statue avant. J'ai toujours pas été à la montagne de dragon là. Faudrait que j'y aille. Ah ça y est, ça a tout régénéré. D'habitude ça met un peu de temps. C'est pas quand recharger à fond. Il y a résine originelle.
Fracture.
Hop là.
Nice and spiky.
Bring it on.
Hop là.
Cyclone. Fracture.
Not now.
You're in for a little shock. Come a little. Hey, don't be such a brute.
Bon ça je peux pas grimper dessus, c'est chiant. Ouais, j'arrive pas à le toucher. Bon, tant pis. Ça, c'est fait. Maintenant, il faut qu'on aille à la guilde des aventuriers. Allez. Ah oui, du coup, j'ai fait le donjon spiralé aussi, je sais pas si vous avez vu. Et du coup, j'ai eu Colei là. Hop. Pareil, elle jouait avec un arc. J'ai pu l'essayer là dans les donjons d'aventure. Elle a l'air ok,
Add Astra at.
mais c'est pas le genre de perso que je veux
Thank
jouer.
you for Add Astra at. Add Astra.
Ah, du coup, j'ai débloqué cette zone là. Hop, toi tu vas là-bas. Oh, Colei, elle a pas de... Bon. Inazuma. Bon, y a rien d'intéressant. Il me faut surtout de la bouffe en vrai. Ok, ça c'est fait. Du minerai. Ok. J'ai obtenu un vœu. Pas intéressant. Ah, je crois qu'il va absolument que je prenne Cli. Hein. Je sais pas si c'est long ces quêtes là. Parce que j'aurais voulu faire les quêtes d'Inazuma. Bon, on le fera une prochaine fois. Oula. Ok, hop. Je vais aller dans ma théière. Pour regarder un truc. J'y étais hier. J'ai débloqué un dialogue avec Thomas.
Maybe you're not used.
Ouais, en fin de compte, je comprends.
If you ever have
Bon bah du coup, on go à Inazuma. Ouais, je trouve.
We really outdid ourselves this time. All those samurai houses packed with goods. We really hit the jackpot.
You haven't seen anything yet. There'll be a lot more where this came from. Today's just the beginning. I'll be leading you all on an epic journey of pillage and plunder. You demand, boss!
these seem like the treasure hoarders we're after.
Donnons-leur une bonne leçon, comme si elle allait faire quelque chose, Paiement.
Out of the frying pan.
Confess! there goes all the Mora. We worked hard to steal that, you know? Come on, boss. Think of something.
Not bad, kid. You ever think of joining the treasure hoarders? We could use someone like you. Kurosawa. So he's the one who sent you after us, huh? Just our luck.
So what did you see inside?
Food supplies. You kidding? That place was a complete mess. All we found was a strange-looking box. Hopefully, I didn't want anyone else to see it, so I was planning on opening it myself once we got back. But now that you've caught us, how about we make a deal?
You've got a deal. Now show it.
Huh?
What the?
There's nothing in here but IOUs!
Yeah. A lot of, and they all seem to be made out to the owner of a general goods store, a Miss Aoi. We better talk to this Miss Aoi and get to. As for you guys, you're free to go.
Yeah, so we redeemed ourselves for some IOUs. Does that mean we broke?
Shut it. Let's...
Et les gars, ils ont volé des reconnaissances de dette. Super.
Welcome to Tsukumomono Groceries. We've got everything you need. Can I help you find something? Or perhaps there's something you want to... Ah, so you're friends of Kurosawa, I take it?
Whoa! Let's not get ahead. How did Kurosawa end up owing you so much money? Did he buy any?
Let me think. Kurosawa would come regularly to purchase large quantities of foodstuffs. He'd always put the payment on his own account. However, the price of provisions began to skyrocket recently, and his salary was no longer enough to cover the cost. So
that's how he was getting those emergency. But why did he have to purchase a usual amount? If the prices increased, couldn't he just buy less?
Well, if you think about it, the citizens receiving the emergency provisions must have been carefully calculating how much they needed to sustain them each time. Kurosawa thought that it would be quite the disappointment for them if they found they didn't have enough, especially after so he deemed it necessary to take on the debt.
Wow. Kurosawa was purchased and no one ever appreciated what he did.
People's attitudes will always reflect their circumstances. In the face of hardship, nobody cares to think twice. If you ask me, had Kurosawa told everyone the truth about the supplies from the start, of course, I'm sure there would still have been some unrest. As for why he chose to spend his own money on emergency provisions and never tell anyone, if you're still curious, why don't you go ask him yourself? I see. That reminds me, it seems that most unfortunate. If he doesn't clear the debt on his name, he'll have no choice but to sell that sword.
Sword?
Oh, didn't he tell you? He possesses a very valuable blade. I've asked him about its origins. He told me that it was a gift from his father. In hindsight, I regret that I never made an offer on it. Why don't you ask him about the sword yourself? Oh, but before you go, if you would
But we didn't...
Information, don't worry. I won't charge much for information about Kurosawa. Nothing we ever discussed was explicitly confidential anyway.
At least we now know where the emergency... Let's go talk to Kur...
Je viens de me faire raqueter 2000 moraux là. J'ai même pas tenté de négocier. Putain, je suis vraiment nul.
What are you doing here all by yourself?
I presented them with a choice. Either they left or I drew my sword. It turned out to be a real time saver, actually. Perhaps I should start using it more often. Did you manage to track down the treasure hoarders? Everything I said.
That just about sums it up. It turns out that...
Strange. Is that really the kind of... I don't really have any such recollection. Even after all you've told me. Why was I purchasing emergency provisions for everyone? And why would I put myself in such a difficult situation? But I could not deny that when I brandished my sword to scare those two away, I could sense that my body was somehow... And this sword was once wielded. I remember once when I was young, I wanted to sneak out with the blade and show it off to the kids next door. My father ended up catching me, and what did he say? It would seem that I forgot many important things when my vision was taken from me. All I can remember now is my father telling me that this blade bore his life's creed. Before he said to me,
Hey! If you look carefully, there seems to be some words engraved. Can you recognize the words?
virtue and justice? Somehow those two words seem to explain everything now. Taking on seemingly endless debts to make others happy. I guess that must have been my greatest ambition, but what use are virtue and justice? I purchased the provisions for... The Tenryo Commission seized my vision. And the very people I was so and the irony of all of it is, I somehow still felt sorry when threatening I'm incapable of being a good person. Yet I'm equally unable to be bad.
Yet another trouble. When we get the chance, let's speak to Toma about Kurosawa's debt. The Yashiro in any case, we must never let him sell off that sword. Yeah, seems like losing. Fortunately for us, let's go find the next port.
Ah, c'est là. Oula.
The third person who had their vision taken is supposed to be a Paimon heard that he's the present-day master of making... This is his dojo. Luckily, there's some people...
Nanako, don't worry. Sensei will be fine. Those thugs that challenged the dojo were strong, but he fought them all off in the end, didn't he?
Maybe, but things have gotten dangerous before in the past, but it's never shaken him. This time, though...
It's just because he's been possessed, that's all. Once the exorcism takes place, he'll be right as rain.
Hey there!
Who are you? I don't care whether you're trespassers or just here to harass us while Sensei is impaired. Get out of here immediately! Don't make me draw my blade, or you won't live to regret it.
No! You got it so wrong! We just came here to...
Disciples?
Yep. We've heard all about the mighty master, but then we got here and overheard you talking about how he got
From the way you're dressed, please, accept my apologies. We've had so many people trying to cause us trouble. You haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. Sensei got possessed recently, and he's still recovering. I see you are earnest in your pursuit. Okay, how about this? My fellow disciple, Sensei's name is Domo. A name I'm sure you've already heard. Though self-taught, he mastered the art of the sword to a high level. He then proceeded to defeat many other prominent sword masters. He once said that his goal was to become the best sword master in the world. And so, even while training us, he continued to hone his own art. His fervor truly inspired us. But then...
Not long ago, Sensei had his vision taken away. He hasn't been the same since. He says the strangest things over and over. And Junya and I have discussed it, and we both think that he's being possessed by an evil spirit. So, but if I'm honest, I still have my doubts over whether he'll...
The Grand Narukami.
You haven't heard of it? It's the largest shrine on Narukami Island. The head shrine maiden is reputed to have very... Not that we'd have any means of involving the head shrine maiden, of course. But even one of the ordinary shrine maidens from the... So don't worry, Nanako. Since the exorcism would take place this evening, you're both more than welcome.
So, losing your vision...
Shh. So you decided to come. It's a good thing you didn't arrive any earlier. You would have had just now, when Nanako was attending to him. She heard him whispering a few names to himself. When she asked him who the people were, he suddenly looked panicked. It looked like he was in great distress. He was covering his ears and looking frantically around him with bloodshot eyes. All the while he kept calling those names. Some of them we knew, others we didn't recognize. But they all seemed to be the names of sword masters he had defeated in the past. One of them was Anzai. He used to be a fellow disciple of Sensei's. His senior, in fact. Sensei wouldn't stop calling his name. The ritual has now begun. All we can do is patiently await the result. Please, excuse me for a moment while I fetch some water. If he wakes up, he is sure to be...
Huh? Who's that sneak? We won't let them get... Seems they aren't here. Should we keep going further up? Is this definitely the right place? Let's look a little further up.
Oh, un truc comme ça.
Aha! Suspicious person sighted! That's gotta be it!
How? Are you sure your dome monsters? Unless... I guess it's been a few years. Maybe.
Excuse me? Where and what are you doing sneaking around these parts?
Bad news? I'll have you know I trained side by side with Domon back at... I don't care to talk about that time anymore. But if you must know, I am
The senior?
Anzai. Yes, that's me. Because I don't wish to see Domon or anyone else's When we were young, we trained under the same sword master. I had begun training 5 years before him, and everyone... Practitioners of Make-Yoshi Sui art seek to achieve stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation, but Domon was different. First thing, Sensei scolded him and told him that the art of the sword should not be used for such vain ends. Sensei said that coveting the title of the best sword master, barely days into... I thought so too at the time. But Domon began making swift progress in his training, and only then did I realize that it was Domon who had long since freed his mind from all agitation. He was consumed by his singular desire to become the best in the world. He sought...
Sure sounds like he meant...
Because until he arrived, I was convinced that I would succeed our sensei. Of all the disciples, I was the most gifted. I had trained the longest. Everyone had high expectations. Domon's arrival changed everything. When we sparred, later, I heard that After that, I wanted nothing further to do with him. So, when I heard rumors that he had lost his mind, my first reaction was I decided to quietly come and see if it were true. Then, to my complete astonishment, so you see, I came here not to cause him any harm. Okay, you've heard my story. You should get back now.
Seems like we got it wrong this... Still, Paimon's not sure we should bring him back with us.
Ok, on y retourne. C'est où, c'est là?
What? You're lost his mind? But how is that possible?
Nanako, please.
I am sorry. With what powers I have, I can find no sign of any malignant spirit having possessed, but spirits may take a myriad of forms in this world, many of which I cannot claim, and all is certainly not lost. For I received word not long ago that Lady Yai has taken an interest.
Lady Yai? Is that...
The head shrine maiden of the Grand Narukami Shrine?
Correct. Lady Yai is most knowledgeable indeed, and has abundant I am unable to say for certain whether an evil spirit has possessed your sensei.
Excuse me, Miss Inagi, but I must ask, should we prepare...
That won't be necessary. All that is required of you is your timely arrival at the Grand Narukami Shrine. I must leave now, but we will meet soon at the shrine. I wish to...
Who'd have thought Lady Yai herself would have taken notice of our sensei's case?
Do you mean to say that Sensei isn't renowned enough to deserve Lady Yai's...
No, that's not what I meant at all. I just mean this is Lady Yai, the head shrine maiden. She has direct and close contact with the Almighty... Anyway, you should join us too, tomorrow. Given that you've traveled all this way just to meet our sensei. We, the disciples of...
Sure! Who knows? Maybe we'll be able to find...
J'ai bien fait d'aller chercher le point de TP du coup. Alors voyons. Peut-être c'est derrière. Oui.
Do you think that's Lady Yai? Oh, no wonder Junior was so excited. Also, is it just Paimon? It was probably nothing.
Keep away. I gave up the art of the sword. Please, let me go, I beg.
As you can see, Lady Domon has persisted in this state for some time now. He appears to see those who have lost to him in duels past.
Lady Yai, it must be a possession. This is nothing like him at all. In the past, no matter what...
I'm sorry. It is clear to me that your sensei is not possessed by it.
But... Then does that mean...
Yes. This is a change in the person himself. Unable to cope with the tremendous pressure he was under, he suffered a spiritual collapse. With his wits impaired, he finally descended into... as one who is thrown into the sea, though he fights back desperately against his predicament. It does nothing to prevent his descent into the depths. As for what has triggered this change, I believe it must be the loss of his vision. For to be stripped of one's vision is to be stripped of one's...
Stripped of his ambition? But Lady Yai, even without his ambition, why should he suffer such a dramatic change? How does that explain his descent?
Your school practices Meikyo Shisui art. Stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. What a fine notion that would be if any in the... There was once one who claimed to be indifferent to rank and reward, and who fled enraged when defeated by his junior. Then, what of the one who crossed blades with his own sensei and beloved fellow disciple, and defeated them both?
Lady Yai, I'm not sure I understand.
The path of the sword master is filled with twists and turns. It requires one to take their sword firmly in both hands and cut down the hopes and dreams of others. Even those only a deep commitment to his ambition to become the best made it possible for him to rise above the pain of these encounters. When that ambition disappeared, he began to doubt himself. As he battled his growing anxiety, he slowly much like a certain fatally flawed friend of mine.
Poor sensei. To think he's been suffering so greatly.
I'm sorry, Father.
That's enough.
Huh? Isn't that Ansai? Did he follow us the whole way here?
Ansai, why are there two of you? Is that you or a ghost? You're here for revenge, aren't you? I knew it would come.
You're right to assume that my feelings towards you are far from kindly. It's been so long now that I made peace with it years ago. You did nothing wrong that day. I couldn't face the humiliation. I don't think most of the people you beat along the way would hold it against you. On the contrary, when you cut our ambitions short, we entrusted them. Now I know that we can't place our hopes in you any longer, since you've been stripped, but that is no reason to strip them of theirs. Follow the way of the sword all the way.
But what if one day, the same thing, I put everything I had into trying to become the best? But what if it was all if there's a chance they'll end up like me one day, I'd rather they stay where they are now.
Have you asked them what they think?
Sensei, after you rescued me from the hands of the pirates, I told myself I would fall. I can't know whether I will suffer in my future as you do now. All I know is that here and now, in the present, I wish to continue. I want to keep going until the day that I can stand before everyone with my...
Nanako's far from the only one. Actually...
Goodness.
You see? You can place being stripped of your ambition is something that's never happened to me. So I can't... So, just as I once placed my ambitions onto you, it is time for you to release yours into their custody. You are not in the same position that I was. When I left...
I'm sorry to have made you worry for me, and for the state of Miyakyoshi, sweetheart. I no longer have the resolve to become the best in the world. But as your sensei, I shall commit to imparting unto you everything. This is my promise. And I humbly ask on...
You can count on that. I'd be checking in on you occasionally, but I am now used to the life of a wanderer. I do not belong in the dojo anymore. Well, don't just stand there staring at me. Say thank you.
So even though his ambition was taken away, his disciples can take it over.
Traveler, a moment, please.
So, my intuition was correct. The wind that blows from afar carries fresh life to these. For us to meet now is premature. Nevertheless, you set foot on these islands at precisely the right moment.
Ok, on arrive au bon moment, qu'elle dit. Pourquoi je peux pas passer?
I have high hopes for you, child. Don't disappoint me.
Ooh, Lady Ai, she seems super mysterious. Paimon's so... We can come back to it another time.
Hop là. Mon chien qui aboie, tiens. Bizarre. Encore. Ah, je vais aller voir. Excusez-moi. Ok, heureux. Bon, c'est mon frère qui est là. Hop. Il y a quelques petits flocons qui tombent chez moi. Tac.
Oh, Ayaka! Guess who fulfilled all your wishes? Huh? Ayaka!
Huh?
Traveler, Paimon. It is a pleasure to finally meet you both. I have heard all about how you helped our three friends. My sincerest thanks to you.
Yeah. Short of getting them their visions back, seems like there's no way to really help. Ayaka, how come this time you get to come out and meet us in person?
Because now that you have done the three things I asked of you, I consider you to be my friends. As you will observe, I dispense with the...
Wait a second. But isn't Toma your, servant? Paimon's happy to help and...
Oh. Paimon, you are most entertaining. Toma is first and foremost my friend.
Oh, okay then. Ayaka, you seem pretty different out in the open compared to how you are behind the screen.
Thank you both. Back to the matter at hand. You have now witnessed the pain of those deprived of their visions. What are your feelings on what you have seen? Perhaps in the eyes of a deity such as thunder's roar, lightning's flash, the wind's assault, and the rain's descent. All these things, but I believe that surely you understand. It seems that perhaps now you can appreciate my feelings on... You will? Really? Naturally.
Alright, bravo, my lady. You were right all along.
See? I told you he wouldn't reject... Now then, given that the remainder of our discussion pertains to matters of a more confidential nature, perhaps we could move to the Komori Tea House?
Ok, on va au salon de thé.
Well, here we are again.
Please continue without me. I'll...
So, what's the deal with this place anyway? What makes it your favorite?
This is land that was gifted to the Yashiro Commission by the Shogun. The Kamisoto clan has the exclusive right to plan, build, and repair any property on this land, and even to allow or deny access. Such privileges exist due to the Yashiro Commission's role in managing ceremonial affairs. Oftentimes, it is not appropriate.
Oh, Paimon gets it. Gotta keep a bit of...
Once the number of ceremonial affairs conducted in the city began to decline, our forebears built a tea house here.
Makes sense. Perfect place for a secret base.
In any case, we can talk freely here. The almighty Shogun. I've seen her on but only a few occasions. Most she inspires awe, commands respect, and exudes a sense of absolute authority. It was her almost complete lack of any emotion. In that sense, she appeared to me to be less of a ruler. The issue is this. For the vast majority, after all, it is but a tiny minority of people who receive visions. Moreover, it is not unknown for visions to spark jealousy in others. Because of this, the attitude of most people...
How can they be like that?
Nevertheless, in addition to us, there is also the resistance on Watatsumi Island.
Resistance? You mean like an army fight?
Yes. Many who have lost or fear losing their visions have rallied together under Sangonomiya on Watatsumi Island to say a little more about Sangonomiya. Historically, there has always been some conflict between them and the shogunate of Narukami Island, but I do wonder whether there may be some...
course. We have tried on numerous occasions. They invariably adopt a stance of it almost makes one wonder whether they had a hand.
Ooh, Paimon!
Oh? Well,
have you got a plan yet to fight the Vision Hunt Decree?
To be honest, we do not.
What?
Please, do not forget that challenging the Vision Hunt Decree is tantamount to challenging a deity.
So...
Well, for the moment, for example, by providing vision bearers with safe refuge, or manufacturing counterfeit visions for them as a contingency measure.
You're telling Paimon that there are people out there.
Don't underestimate the talents of the craftspeople in Hanamizaka. To the naked eye, their counterfeits are indistinguishable from the genuine article. The problem we are facing right now is that Master Masakatsu, who was—
Darn! So they found out about it?
Yes. We knew it was not a long-term solution, and that it was only— Exactly. I feel the same way. But given mine and when you are ready, go to—
Et du coup, j'ai quand même débloqué un succès.
Just hand it over. You don't want any trouble with me. If you think your elemental powers are enough to resist the Vision Hunt Decree, believe me, you're not the first of your kind we've encountered, and we've seen the same—
Can't you make an exception? I just got this vision. I won't even use it, I promise.
So this is the Vision Hunt Decree in action, huh? We can't just sit around and watch— Psst! Huh? There's someone trying— Come on! What's going on? Can't you see we need to go help? Shh! Quiet! Hey! This isn't right, you know! Just because you don't have a vision doesn't— Huh? Hey! Wait!
Shh! If you don't keep your voice down, I won't have one much longer.
Alright, alright.
Wise choice.
What should we do now? He's already given up his— this is your fault! You're the one—
Many thanks, Miss Yoimiya. If you hadn't swapped me a fake just now, I'm sure I would have lost it.
No worries. You put on quite the convincing performance.
Oh, so that's what's going on here! And to think Paimon was about—
Think nothing of it. I could tell from your reaction we were on the same side. You just didn't know it. Oh, right. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Yoimiya, the current owner of Naganohara Fireworks. It ain't much, but it's honest work. Great to meet—
Practically everyone on Hanamizaka knows Yoimiya. She's the queen of the summer festival. Without her and her—
Whoa, that's quite the introduction!
Stop it. As for thanking me, you'd be better off thanking Master Masakatsu. He's the one that gave me the fake visions in the first place. His handiwork allowed me to keep my own vision. Whew, I can't even imagine trying to run the business without it. Ugh.
Yes, Master Masakatsu is a good man. It's too bad good people—
Master Masakatsu?
Huh? Do you guys know him too? You don't say! Then it sounds like the Shirasagi Himegimi has a plan. Awesome! I've been thinking about breaking him up, but if I just march straight in there by myself— So, what about—
Sure, welcome to the team! Ayaka told us to go look for help at a fireworks shop. She must—
Seems like I finally got a new job to do. Besides hiding vision bearers in my shop, that is. So, Master Masakatsu is being held at the police station. I've already surveyed the area and found—
Whoa, talk about a reliable source! Seems
not bad, huh? Let's go.
Time to break him out!
Ok.
Please speak to President Song.
coup, il est détenu au poste de police. Ouais, niveau 47. 40. J'essayais d'aller à Tsimuru pour trouver ce que je dois tuer pour la up, elle, mais j'ai pas trouvé. Faudrait que j'aille chercher toutes les statues.
Come on, this way. As long as we stay quiet, I certainly wouldn't want to end up locked away in here. We should split up. I've got a little. You sure? Yes. Boba, get them! The night is cold.
Fracture!
Talk about a big door. Seems we need to collect something shaped like Magatama in order to open it.
Cyclone! Bring it on!
How dare you! My guiding star.
I must withdraw. Fracture! Get moving! Show me what you've got! Truth hurts! Bested.
Même pas un petit coffre. Je suis déçu.
Battle formation.
Ah, j'ai pas vu ça.
Not now.
You're in for a little shock. You're in for a little shock.
This wall looks a bit odd. Maybe there's some special trick to it. These guys seem a lot tougher than usual. Paimon wonders if that armor over there has anything to do with the source of their strength. My guiding star.
Come a little.
Withdraw. Teach me a lesson. Get them.
Merde.
Truth hurts. Allow me.
Cole, mine's a commit.
Soldiers,
Get moving. Bring it on. This is no job for a detective.
I've lost.
Come a little closer. You're
Don't look back. Fracture.
Watch your step.
Out of the frying pan.
I dare you.
Confess.
Bested.
Not now.
Truth hurts.
Train harder.
N'était pas à manger. Histoire 300 PV. C'est pas beaucoup. Il y a quelque chose là-haut?
Doesn't that Magatama shape look pretty similar to the grooves on the door over there?
Aïe.
The
Brace yourself.
night is cold. Stars, shine for me.
I dare you.
You're toast!
Show me what you've got.
Fracture! Keep moving!
Merde.
Don't hold back.
Truth hurts! Hey!
Kuba, get them!
I dare you.
Surrender now.
My guiding stars.
I need to train harder.
Casse ça? Non. Ah là il y a un coffre. Ah. Ok. Ok. Ça casse pas. Ah, par contre, ce qui me pose problème, c'est que j'ai vraiment pas de bouffe pour régène.
Not now.
I must withdraw.
Race you!
Bonjour monsieur. Il y a un meilleur coffre là-bas. Ok, cinématique. Fais pas un peu le masque.
That must be Master Ma.
Did
you really think that little trick of yours could fool us?
Locking you up was just the
Oh no! Those Tenryo Commission.
If we don't come up with a way to break him out fast, then... Huh? Yoimiya, when did you get back here?
I can't bear to watch.
Hey, you there! What are you doing?
Ma'am.
We were just teaching him a little lesson. That's all.
That's Kujo Sara,
Huh?
adopted daughter of the Kujo clan of the Tenryo Commission. She's also a general in the Shogun's army. What's she doing here?
Make way. Let me have a look at him. I'm sure you're well aware that torture is strictly against military regulation.
Yes, ma'am.
If you are unashamed of such disgraceful action, then you are also unworthy of the Tenryo Commission itself.
Yes, ma'am.
Paimon sure wouldn't want to get...
Hey, this is our chance. Let's move while they aren't watching Master Masakatsu.
Yoimiya, are you sure now's the right...
Who is that? Quick, go and investigate.
Yes, ma'am.
They're coming! Quick, hide!
Sorry. I didn't mean to. Don't worry, I've got us covered.
Fireworks!
Huh? Was that an explosion?
It sounded like fireworks.
Quick, let's hurry!
The fireworks were enough.
Fireworks aren't just for fun. I was part.
Attendez, je reviens. Putain, je me dis, j'ai entendu bruit de fou. C'est mon frère qui est entré.
Well, fireworks are my craft after all. Every batch has to be spectacular. Look, the coast is clear. Master Masakatsu! Sorry we took so long. Come on! We've got no time to lose! Oh.
Yes. Leave. Before he's in serious condition, be sure he gets immediate medical attention. But remember, once he's recovered, it won't be long.
Well... you can bet we'll do all we can to...
Leave.
Ok.
We're finally out of that creepy place.
Yes.
Master Masakatsu, how do you feel?
Don't worry. I think I can make it to the infirmary without killing.
Thank you. All of you.
Don't worry about us. Just take care of Master Masakatsu. Good thing we were able to rescue him. Right, Kujosara. Do you think she... It seems as though there are some okay people among the ranks. How about we go tell Ayaka and the others?
La grande évasion. Je suis littéralement passé devant les gardes pour aller la chercher. Enfin, le chercher. Nouveau message. Ah oui, c'est le drop. Ouais, c'est bien ce qui me semblait, il y avait un truc ici.
I'm liking the look of this.
Mais j'ai rien eu. Ah, d'accord, c'est apparu directement dans mon inventaire. Tiens, Thomas il monte plus la carte.
I see. So Kujo-Sara stayed her hand. It would appear she still has some honor to her. I wonder if we should try establishing contact with her. Perhaps we could...
Unlikely. Don't forget, Kujo-Sara is also carrying out the Vision Hunt decree. In her eyes, Master Masakatsu is of no threat to the decree. This is if our true motives were ever divulged, she would act against us without a second thought.
True. Though if you ask me, Master Masakatsu's release is we are now one step closer to victory. And we couldn't have done it without you. You're turning out to be even more reliable.
Indeed. Things may have turned out very differently this time without, but if we wish to mount any sizable resistance against the Vision Hunt decree, it is time we make ready our next...
There's no need to rush, my lady. Things seem to have taken a turn for the better. Yes, which reminds me. The Tenryou Commission seems to be and the number of samurai out enforcing the Vision Hunt decree seems to be waning.
A ceremony, you say? What?
I don't know, but I'm sure it
You being in a constant Toma, what would...
I'd say a celebratory feat. Funny enough, I learned a new hot pot game recently. I'm sure you'll find...
A hot pot game? What's that?
Simply put, every person prepares an ingredient. Then we take it in turns to close our eyes. Anyone who guesses correctly can go. Don't you think it sounds like fun?
You really do want to play. Well, sounds like we've got our work cut out for us. Time to gather some. Ooh, Paimon proposes we gather. This is already shit.
Oh, my stomach. It feels like Yoimiya's fireworks are going off in.
Who would have guessed that Toma would be the winner? He ate practically all those weird ingredients without a second.
Salt-crusted herring, unripe lavender melon, flash-boiled dongo. Oh, and whatever that thing was that nearly froze my tongue. Hold up, my life is starting to flash before my eyes.
You've only got yourself to blame, Toma. All those strange things you ate were ingredients you added yourself.
But weren't you the one who added those little cakes, Ayaka? I think the Traveler ended boiling cakes in hot pot. Ugh.
I must apologize. To be perfectly honest, I thought the cakes would be a tasty addition.
Uh-oh. I'm definitely not okay.
You know, Toma, all you had to do was...
Perhaps I did get a little careful. I think my luck is already. So without further ado.
Oh,
Good effort, team.
Yes. If the Tenryo Commission truly is, and with the extra time...
Let's all take some much-needed time off. Downtime is hard to come. I'll tidy things up here and start...
It's gonna be a sequel?
Sure, why not? We should play again now that everyone...
Bye, Toma! Seems we've...
Acte 1 terminé. Wow, j'ai eu tellement de quêtes.
Where do we go from here? What's the plan?
Traveler, Paimon, hold on.
Huh? Ayaka?
Something has come up, and I would like to... But you ought not be nervous. This is not coming from the Yashiro Commission or the Kamisoto...
Individual requests?
Correct. This may seem a little sudden, but in my view, you are the only person I can entrust this to. A few days ago, I was sorting through some old family belongings. She wrote about all kinds of things, mostly of little consequence.
Probably your mom's best buddy, right?
Never. And although my mother and father passed away many years ago, both my brother and I are... So... I am very curious about this According to the notebook, their name is Tsubaki. This...
Paimon thinks it...
That's what I thought too.
So what do you want us to do? Do you need us to find her for you?
No. Her address is given in the notebook. Please keep everything I have told you in The proper course of action would be to involve my brother and visit her together. But he is terribly... Exactly. That, and you are also a kind, well-mannered person with a genuine concern for other people.
You can count on us! We've done greeting gifts before.
Wonderful! In fact...
Oh, we don't mind! We don't mind at all!
Thank you kindly. Shall we head off then?
Alright, sounds great!
Ok. J'ai plein de quêtes du coup. Au cœur d'un jugement orageux. Donc il y a d'autres quêtes à faire. Notamment celle-là. L'étrange histoire de la fille au feu d'artifice. Omnifilet Cupid. On va faire ça.
This must be...
It's a festival promotion. Hey, speaking of, we haven't been anywhere fun since we arrived in Inazuma.
No! What made you think that? Festivals are a common occurrence here in Inazuma. Each season brings its own festival. And each festival in turn... So, while festivals are undoubtedly joy... Oh! My apologies. I should stop thinking about work. This is hardly relevant.
Oh, so you weren't checking out...
Welcome. I have all the latest styles. Please take a look. Oh, it's Miss Kamisoto with guests from overseas. Well,
oh, greetings to you too. I have a design here for a garment. Would you be so kind as to take a look?
Oh, Ayaka came prepared?
Let me see. Oh, it's a Miss Kamisoto. You'd like us to make a kimono following this design?
Please, if you could.
I'm honored that you'd choose Olgra textiles and kimonos for you. Based on the design, this kind of kimono would require silk made from the silk flower. The majority of Inazuma's silk is imported from Liu. As you well know, Inazuma is, in all honesty, the impact on the... But of course, where our...
So you're saying we need to go and buy some silk?
If even Ogura textiles and kimonos can't get a hold of high-grade fabric, where would we buy it from?
You could try the International Trade Association. The only thing is their prices. They're not the cheapest. And...
So even just getting close? Wait! The International Trade Association? That's Kurisu's thing, right?
It looks like that will be our next stop. Thank you ever so much. Oh, in the meantime, I have one other very small request. Could you...
Why is she being so secretive?
Absolutely.
Much obliged.
My pleasure, Miss Kamisato. Honestly, I'm just as excited as you to see the end product. We haven't made a silk kimono for the longest time.
That's very kind of you. Thank you. Traveler Paimon, let's try our luck at the
Ouah, c'est loin. Bon, ok, ça va, j'ai un point de TP juste à côté.
This is it. The International Trade Association.
Okay then, we need to talk to Kurisu, right? Look, there he is!
Looks like we... Mr. Kurisu, are you alright?
Oh, you're Miss Ayaka from the Kamisato clan. How do you do?
Better than you, it appears.
And if it isn't the Traveler, I haven't seen you, and thanks again for your help last time. The association is back.
That's great, but, why were you staring at...
Well, it's embarrassing to admit, but some of the association's...
Which goods were stolen?
It was a batch of high-grade silk. We imported a big batch of silk from Liyue several years ago. It's been... Recently, we heard that clothing stores in the city have more or less sold all their silk stocks. So we figured now would be a good time to bring our batch out of storage, thinking it'd probably fetch a good price. The vagrants swiped the whole batch. Well, as you know...
Well, I also take issue with aspects of the Kanjo
My apologies. Anyway, there doesn't seem to be much we can do ourselves to get our goods back. Perhaps I'm doomed to go bankrupt.
I'm afraid I can't intervene in an official capacity.
Of course, I would never.
Huh?
Yes, acting in my own capacity, mind you. Even then, there is no... I do so not without reservation, so... I hope that you will treat this matter as That aside, as I'm sure you're given your position and that of the International Trade Association.
We will. We certainly but, are you sure that... What if someone high up in the Kanjo Commission sees what you're...
Very humorous.
Let's not forget that I am the eldest daughter of the Kamisoto clan. I would be very surprised indeed if anybody in the Konju Commission felt that I—
Whoa, that sent shivers down Paimon's.
Mr. Kurisu, I need to know the exact—
Thank you so much.
Everyone, please follow me to the scene of the crime.
All right.
Quoi? Mais... Il fallait que je remette la lettre. Voilà, si je me TP, je le nique.
Here we are. This is where we were robbed.
Hey, look on the ground. What are those?
Huh? Footprints. Very deep ones at that. Leading towards the forest.
Presumably the depth suggests that they were carrying something heavy.
Let's see where they lead.
You think you can get your stuff back with this bunch?
Why you?
Why wouldn't I, old man? And you trade association types are worms. Coming over to our land, leeching off... Look, face it. This is Inazuma. You've got no ties here.
You are to
Hey! I just...
business.
Pay up. And you can take...
You're
Wait, Mr. Kurisu, please do not pay any—
But...
I trust you remember—
Oh, yes, of course.
Then please stand well— Take flight!
Il est pété.
Whirling snow! Take flight!
Let's get down to business.
So rude! Whirling snow! Sakura swirl!
Very...
Well, that's
No, please,
Miss Kamisato. Traveler.
Don't worry, we're fine. The vagrants left in quite a hurry.
Thank you.
You'd best do a count.
6, 8, 10. Yep.
great. Now we can finally...
Buy silk? You mean...
This was indeed a—
Don't get us wrong, though. That's not the reason we helped you out. Paimon thinks we're pretty lucky.
I honestly can't thank you all enough. Please, say no more. You need silk?
Thank you, good sir.
Oh, it's free of charge. I could never ask you to pay up.
No, that will never do. Merchants already have enough challenges to deal with. And as Paimon explained, there is nothing to feel distressed about.
Thank you, I'm afraid we must...
Very well. And
See you then. Bye.
Traveler, thank you for stepping in to help out.
But how come those vagrants...
Perhaps. Either way.
It's not every.
Oh, your praise is quite unwarranted. I admit that it did feel strange for me to come to his aid. I guess that deep down, I don't see how a sorry, I'm getting off right.
Okay.
C'est là-bas. Okay.
Welcome back. So, any luck at the international?
Yes, they did. Here.
Excellent news. So, apart from the silk, I think everything. I just need to go and take stock of our material.
They better all be there.
I do hope nothing else is missed. Traveler, on the subject of garments, I've been meaning to. It's just, I wasn't sure how you'd feel about the idea of dressing in Inazuman attire. Oh, are you sure? Is that so impressive? So travelers of your stature hold themselves to a...
More like when you're away from. But Paimon would still love to check out some Inazuman outfits. Just what is that supposed to mean? They make them in whatever size it.
Your interactions are so adorable to watch. I can certainly find someone to tailor a Paimon-size outfit if Paimon so Well, if you're sure, as you wish.
On a bien vu une tenue d'Inazuma, ça t'est stylé.
How do people in other nations dress?
They sure do. Each nation has its own unique style. Traditional, fancy schmancy, casual, all very different. But each style is suited to its region.
The study of clothing is a profound discipline, and I still have much to learn. When clothing becomes part of the expression, so I am not against dressing up.
Paimon agreed.
Paimon, you're so adorable.
Wow! Paimon just got a compliment.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I've checked my inventory.
Thank you. Is there any?
Fortunately not. I have all the materials I need. As for the size, would you like me to go by the
Yes, please.
Understood. I'll get to work.
Here you go. Is it?
Well, luckily, we don't have until then. I'm sure.
Good idea.
For our next stop, I'd like to.
Food.
I picked the venue especially for you. I thought that the relaxed Shall we head off?
Yep.
Nami. Non. Bon, j'achète toutes les recettes. En espérant qu'il y ait des trucs d'origine qui soient pas chiants à faire. Y'a pas un truc pour cuisiner sinon. Hop là. Hop là. J'ai rien de spécial en plus. De l'anguille, super. Du fromage. Je peux peut-être en acheter en vrai. Oui, une boutique. Oh, du sel, j'en ai. Ouais, ça coûte cher ça. Je vais tout acheter. Avec Barbara, j'ai 12% de chance d'avoir un plat bonus. Je vais regarder les plats de régène avant, il y a ça aussi. Ça se fait comme ça. Herbe marine, ok. C'est avec du tofu. Tac. J'en ai eu un bonus. Voilà, donc le toast ça donne de la défense, ok. Ça, on va en faire un. Ok, le poulet. Ah, j'ai ça. Ah, ça demande du muguet bleu. Et du piment. Donc ça, c'est deux trucs qui servent à up des personnages. Vas-y, fais-en plein. On va arrêter là. Hop.
Are we here? Ooh, it's one of those street side places. Looks cute.
Welcome! Oh, Miss Kiminami. How do you do? Ah, Miss Kamisato. Perfect timing. Your booking was for...
I believe so. We'll be sticking to the order I placed in advance. As for the other matter we discussed, thank you for your help.
Excellent. No problem. Traveler, tiny customer, please wait here for a moment while I...
Go ahead and take a seat. There is something I need to take care of, but I'll be back momentarily. I just have a few minor things I need.
D'accord.
She sure left in a hurry.
So you two are Miss Kamisato's friends? Well, we serve all the classics. Sure, there are fancier looking places out. Over the years we've been in business, we've gotten to know the Kamisato. Miss Kamisato and her brother are both fond of our food. They're always sending staff down here to order something and take it back. Her table booking surprised me. Not least because it was a group reservation.
This is the first time ever?
Sure does. And I'm probably crossing the line here, but...
How is that possible? She's so kind and
That's what I used to think too. But it turns out the rules of nobody in the neighborhood has a bad word to say about her. They all say she's beautiful, but that's just it. People look at her and they see... So you see, on paper, she sounds like a girl everyone would... We don't speak all that much, but we do go quite a way back. I've always admired her for taking on so it makes me really happy to see her here with her. Anyway, relax. Enjoy your meal. Consider it a favor for the whole neighborhood. Like,
Huh? That sounded like Ayaka.
I'm so sorry, traveler. Could you join me over there for a minute? I'm sorry. I didn't want to drag you away all of a sudden. I, just had a cooking
Oh, so that loud noise we heard.
As you can see, this house is right next to the restaurant. It's where actually, this whole compound is the family's private property. I asked Miss Kiminami to prepare some ingredients and utensils for me so that I could cook a special
Right! If there's something you want to eat...
Actually, I wanted to cook something as a gift for Tsubaki. My mother mentioned in her notebook that Tsubaki enjoys food from... So I thought, if I'm going to meet Tsubaki...
A dish from overseas? So anything from... If so, then we've got lots of options, don't we?
That's what I was thinking. You must have picked up. Can I leave you to finish this task then? Great. But...
Oh, Paimon knows! There's one dish of pizza!
Pizza?
It's an assortment of toppings and sauce spread over...
That does sound pretty good. Is the pizza ready?
Ah non. Mais j'ai pas de recette de pizza. Je suis aveugle. Je suis aveugle, je crois. Là. Mais j'ai pas de farine, j'ai pas de fromage. 10 minutes. Je crois qu'à mon stade, ils vendent du fromage. Non. Oh, le seum. Peut-être dans la cuisine? Ah yes. Pizza. Quoi? Merde, c'est où? Je crois que c'est là quelque part.
pizza ready?
Oh, it's ready.
It smells delicious. I would love to be able.
Well, all you need to learn is a recipe. We can bring you some more recipes in the future if you like.
Great. I look forward to. How are you all doing? Whoa, is this Miss Kami's? Yes, an overseas dish cooked by the traveler. Could I trouble you to package it for me? Sure, no problem. Oh, it smells good. I bet it tastes amazing. Oh.
Want us to teach you?
Oh, could you?
The most satisfying meals are the ones you share with other people. So Paimon thinks that our friends in Mondstadt wouldn't mind us sharing this dish.
Really? That's great. If you can write down a recipe for me, I'll add it to our menu and put a promotion where everyone will. Since we've become a closed nation, people haven't had the chance to try anything new. I'll go pack up this dish for Miss Kamisato. You could have sold that recipe for a high price. You're a wonderful person. I mean it. I admire you a lot, and I'm so proud to— Well, you should probably write down the recipe now, no?
Yeah, let's make sure we include all the details and then give it to Miss Kimi. So, pizza. Start with the basic ingredients. Correct them right. Now to add the next couple of ingredients. Yep. Now for the cooking instructions. Place onto oven rack at... Alright, it's done! Long may our reputations and our risk...
I have no doubt that they will. This dip...
Cool! Then let's get this...
Please speak to President Song.
Hey! Have you Here it is. Thank you! Wowie! This is so exciting. Traveler, Paimon, please accept my sincere...
No problem! Food...
Alright, let's dig in before... Well, what do you think? Is Ina...
It's amazing! Paimon loved this one! Oh, and especially that one over there!
Good. When I was attempting to cook earlier on, did you... And did she,
She did, but don't worry. She's just happy for you.
She's... Oh, then... She... What does it matter? I know just as well as anybody else that I've got no friends.
Hey, it's not you. Most people just have...
Thank you for your comforting words, but it's all true, though. Most of the time I'm either accompanied by family or staff. So everyone must have found it quite a surprise to see me taking you out for a meal.
Exactly! You got at least 2...
Aw, thank you. Excuse me.
Hey now, expressing your...
I agree. I just want to say how happy I feel.
Of course we do. That's always been our style. If someone's nice to us, friendship can go a long way. Take your mom, for example. She wrote about Tsubaki in her...
Yes. I think friendship is an extremely
while we're on...
Well, I think I have an idea. I think that Tsubaki might be a fox envoy.
A fox envoy?
Yes, that's what even I, my mother's own daughter, had never even heard of this friend before. It just seems so... And fox envoys are nothing new. Stories have been told. You must have met Kuji Yae before. Well, she's a fox envoy. That got me thinking. Maybe they're a fox on...
Whoa! So Inazuma also has supernatural beings?
When you...
Well, before Inazuma, we spent some time in Liyue. They have all kinds of them too. Up in the sky, down below the ground, in the water.
Really? I've come across such things being asserted in books. But so Liyue lives up to its reputation. Its culture has a long history.
You should come visit Liyue with us sometime. The best part is, they have loads and loads of delicious delicacies.
Really? Speaking of delicacies, travel.
Oh, Paimon.
Excellent. Then let's collect the kimono. Then we can pay a...
Là, il recherchait son kimono. Elle nous fait un peu tourner en rond là, non?
Your garment is ready, Miss Kamisato. Oh, and the other item we discussed?
Thank you very much.
No, thank you. It is a
Traveler, I have a gift for you.
Whoa, looks super.
It's a hairpin in the style of a white heron. As well as a hair accessory, I couldn't ask for your help and offer nothing at all in return. So this is my gift to you. I'm glad you like it.
Speaking of white herons, that's what your title means, doesn't it? Shirasagi Himegimi. So this gift...
You flatter me, Paimon. If this gift from...
Alright, well, now we've got what we kind to go meet Tsubaki.
Alors, rendez-vous à l'endroit mentionné dans le carnet. Ok.
So, a transcendent being lives here? Ugh. There's some...
I'm asking myself this. How strange. I'm quite sure that this is the location my mother wrote about, but surely... But since we're here,
Yeah, makes sense. So,
Let me think. A crane brings one fresh flower in its beak to decorate my hair, while a white rabbit sews a hemline from 4
Sounds like a fairy tale. So your mom would...
I have a feeling that it could be some sort of... Let's get a little closer before...
Good idea.
Ok.
There are some bushes on the rocks in here. Could that be anything? Clément a parlé de buisson. Celui-là? Inspectez les buissons sur le mur de pierre.
Là, il y a un truc. Hein. Ah, c'était quoi le truc? Donc ça vient d'être frappé une fois. Ah, c'était pas un 5-7. Je dois essayer.
Let's recap what the notebook. Let's recap what the notebook says. Maybe it'll give us a hint.
A crane brings one fresh flower in its beak to decorate my hair, while a white rabbit sews a hemline from 4 rays of moonlight. Dressed appropriately,
Je fais
I
face à l'est
face
et j'appelle
eastward and
cette
call
route
out
Tsubaki.
Tsubaki's name 7 times. In the blink of an eye, I'm standing on the path that leads to her.
J'ai appuyé sur 4 tout à l'heure, non? J'ai pas appuyé sur 4 tout à l'heure.
Did it open? Did it open? Did our Inazuma Deptus leave any?
What's this?
Huh.
It seems to be another. Could it be Tsubaki's notebook? Let's step back outside now. The atmosphere here.
Paimon knows what you mean.
Bah, quoi? Elle est pas dehors?
Here will do just fine.
Alright, let's see what the notebook. Ooh, Paimon bets it's all about mystique. What is it? Why are you whispering all of a sudden? Oh, you want to let Ayaka read the notebook without distress? But, based on her what?
Traveler, Paimon?
No worries, it wasn't long at all. You're a very fast
Yes, I have. I think I ought to share the truth of this notebook with you, but even though the contents are completely different than what I was expecting.
Different how? You mean it wasn't a fox?
Not a fox envoy, no. It turns out that Tsubaki is my mother herself.
Huh?
Surprised? Me too. Tsubaki and I are the same person, and yet we are different. When I become Tsubaki, I stop being Kami. What follows in these pages is the ordinary, everyday life of a regular person. This notebook is, for the most part, a collection of my mother's musings, both private and trivial.
So, that means that the kimono design
are things that my mother wished to try, yes. I'm sure this all sounds utterly bizarre to you, but to me at least, or to put it another way, I actually have another side to myself. I was at a loss for words when I started reading the contents of the notebook. It almost felt like
Ayaka.
From the moment my mother married my father, she became the mother of the Kamisoto household. And with that came all sorts of... On top of that,
Every action she ever took was seen as representing the Kamisoto clan. After my parents passed away, Ayato and I took over responsibility for the affairs of the clan. Every time I found myself up against a difficult issue, I'd ask myself, did my mother go through this too? Maybe it's because it had been so long since I last saw her, but somehow, but my image of her was incorrect. When I read this notebook, I realized she was just like me. She liked pretty kimonos. She wanted to try food from different places. Maybe this all sounds immature to you, but I feel just the same way. Mother wrote that she'd always wanted to go to a local Inazuman festival. I've seen those lights too. But for someone of my position to just show up at a festival with even if no one stopped at, Mother said that she didn't want to put people on edge.
Aw, so the kimono design, that must have been the outfit she planned on wearing if she ever did go to—
That's right. And sometimes, festivals— I hope this isn't a disrespectful thing to say, but I never knew my mother was so in touch with her inner child.
Well, that's not disrespectful at all. Paimon thinks—
Without knowing it, I've ended up fulfilling
Ouais,
several
il
of
parle
my
beaucoup,
mother.
là.
Perhaps this is one thing that can simply never be. I understand. Thank you. Mother and I are so similar in so many ways. She chose to place her
Oh, so you decided on an alter ego
No, I don't plan to do anything like that. I think... So, Traveler, Would you be at—
Paimon's been dying to go ever since we saw that poster!
Hey, come on, don't make fun. It's just because I used to have the same concerns my mother. I'm going to be true to myself and fulfill the wish that my mother— So, let's do this, you and me.
Paimon wants to come!
Great. If we head over now, we should—
Oh, good point!
Ouais, je peux pas l'attraper celui-là. Oh, je peux s'attraper.
Nice and spicy. The night is cold. We're here, but it doesn't seem as lively.
Since it's the final day, many of the visitors must have already— I've heard that the peddlers often close up shop earlier on the last day, because they're—
That's the way to go.
Bon, ok. On n'a pas le choix que de marcher.
It hasn't closed yet. It's just that there aren't many people left. Let's hurry and see as much as we can.
Hey, look at that stall. Paimon's heard that every—
That used to be the custom, yes.
Hey! Is that who—
People seem to recognize Ayaka.
But of course! The Kamisoto, not least because back when Master and Miss Kamisoto had just taken over the family's affairs, they used to make public appearances all the time. Some of the younger generations have never even seen Miss Kamisoto in person before. Being the age I am, I'm lucky enough to have seen her on many
You're too kind. My brother and I simply go...
But this is the first...
Oh, there isn't actually.
Oh, a traveler? Huh. Now that you mention it, first time in Inazuma? Ah, excuse me 1 second. Hey everyone, listen up! Don't close up yet! Miss
No, it's please, there's no need to make a fuss. We're just here.
Yeah, thanks a lot, mister. At least it sure looks like...
Yep, you got it. But on account of this being the first time Miss Kamisoto has ever come to the festival, it seemed... Oh, here's a couple of masks for you.
No. You've been far too...
Don't give me all that. Here you go. It's not often that we regular folks get some attention from the
But... Okay, I think I understand.
It's my pleasure.
Sir, do you have...
Oh, hello there, kiddo. I'm so...
Huh? Surely you're not gonna let Paimon be the only one at the...
Paimon, don't worry.
But...
How about a tree leaf? That should be enough to cover up that little face of yours.
What? No way!
Oh, okay then. In that case, I'm afraid there's nothing I can...
I cannot thank you enough.
Aw, it's nothing.
All right.
Alright.
Oh, wait. I need to explain myself. I got a little nervous back there and... I brought you here because I genuinely wanted to spend time with you. Okay.
Ok. Vendeur de bâtonnets.
Traveler, look. This...
Miss Kamisoto, hello there. You're out with friends today? What a rare privilege.
Okay. How much is it per draw?
I wouldn't expect you to know this, but the Yashiro Commission was very good to my uncle on my father's side at one point in time. Thinking about it, it was when your father was around. I think he dealt with it personally. So you see, how could I possibly take your money?
What?
Of course! If you like what you see, then please be—
Traveler? Paimon?
Seems like everyone wants to do something nice for Ayaka. So, if they insist, who are we to resist?
Well, if that's how you feel, then okay. We'll take you up on your...
Alrighty then. Whenever you're ready. Draw a slip and reveal your fortune. Open it up and see how you fare.
Whoa! Which one did you get? Paimon got Rising Fortune.
No way! We got the same one! Traveler, what did... Wow, you're so lucky!
Ah, congratulations are in order! Here's what great fortune among people means. As the golden koi fish shines amid...
What a great sign!
Congratulations!
You all have very fine fortunes lined up.
Well said!
This food stall sells all kinds of Inazuman specialties. Anything you want to...
Wow! It all looks... But we don't want... Ooh, Ayaka! Paimon wants those dang...
Sure.
Uh-huh, those look good too! Ooh, but so do the egg rolls!
Alright then. I too shall have a Sakura mochi.
Alright, coming right up.
This Sakura
Not bad, huh? It's one of our best
Oh, please, sir! Paimon would like...
I don't know if it's rude of me to ask, but how?
You want to try your hand at making it yourself? No problem. Just give me a second.
Ooh, a new recipe.
Are you sure about this? If you share the recipe, isn't that...
Well, it was you who gave Kiminami Restaurant that recipe for an overseas dish, wasn't it? She and I are good friends. We trade culinary tips all the time. Here you go. Just treat it as me returning a favor on behalf of my friend.
Thank you so much. I will study it very carefully.
You there. You want the recipe too? Go on, I can see that. There's no greater feeling than creating delicious food with your own two hands.
I will. Once I've learned how to make it. Will you...
Oh, definitely! Can't wait!
All right.
Well, we may have arrived near the end of the festival, but it was still going to be super fun. Paimon approves!
Yes, I agree. To spend the festival together with you today has been a truly wonderful experience.
Vendeur d'Emma.
This stall sells prayer plaques. It's an Inazuman tradition. You draw...
Sounds similar to the way people in Liyue release...
Welcome. Looking for prayer plaques?
Looks fun! Shall we give... Oh, wait, there's writing and drawing involved? Ugh, count Paimon out then. Paimon's head's feeling kind of fuzzy after eating so much just now.
2 prayer plaques, please, sir.
2 prayer plaques for the young lady.
Traveler, have you decided on your wish? Yes.
You can either draw a picture to represent your wish or...
Wait, so there'll be a... Alright, what?
That will do for Ma. May I see yours? This is you and your sister, isn't it? It's lovely.
You'll be back together one day. Paimon believes it.
I believe it too. Your wish will end.
Ayaka, what did you draw?
That's right. I wish for peace and happiness for everyone in Ina's... I do hope that wish... Thank you. I think that might be all we have time for today. I'm afraid so. Time flies when you're having fun. It seems to flow away from you like a... It's time to leave. Traveler, today was the first time in my life you've known me for some time now. I think you understand my personality, knowing me. I just know that today could not have been such... So thank you. Today really meant a lot to me. Festivals are great. There aren't many rules. Everyone, if I ever get the chance... You too? Great! You know, we're kind of similar. Sometimes, I feel like I can relate to the determination you must have to get your sister back. I understand. Family bonds are inseparable. No one can break them. You will find her. Come, I will always be here for you as your... as your friend. I will always support you. As long as you're happy.
Une cinématique.
Oh, Traveler. There's something that I'd like to do. If you could spare me yet another moment. Please, keep your eyes on me.
La petite danse au milieu de l'eau.
What do you think of my dance? Did you?
It was so beautiful, elegant, and...
I'm not very good at this kind of dance. So, as long as I didn't embarrass him, I just had a sudden urge, and in a way, that sort of sums up today for me. Dancing like nobody's watching. That goes for you. When I'm with you, time seems to slow down and speed up at the same time. Anyway, I can see myself the rest of the way back. Good night, traveler.
Ok. C'est tout? Ok. Ah, c'est le gouffre. Faut que je fasse ça avant. Je vais faire ça. Quand même. Bon, il va falloir que j'explore un peu Inazuma, chercher tous les statues des 7, les points de TP, tout ça. Je me sors stream. On est dimanche. Ouais, de toute façon, je peux pas. Je peux pas plus mes armes pour l'instant. Elle, je peux, mais. Le truc, c'est que je voudrais une meilleure arme. Mes épées d'ast, enfin mes armes d'ast, sont nulles. Elle est niveau 60. Donc voilà, niveau 35. On va le faire tout de suite. Et ça, renforcer, pareil. Le perso, en revanche, il faut que j'aille chercher ça. Je trouver la up niveau 60. Elle, bah il me faut ça. Et ça. Ça, je dois peut-être pouvoir en trouver, mais ça. Faut que je fouille Sumeru. Sumeru. Et ça. Ça, c'est au gouffre. Parler à Muning au gouffre pour débloquer la quête. C'est dans les souterrains. Et il n'y a que lui qui le drop. Ça casse les couilles un peu. Hop là. C'est bizarre quand il n'y a pas les voice lines, quand même. Hop. Statue des 7 électro. D'ailleurs. Il en faut 10. Ok. Hop. Donc voyons la carte. C'est pas la carte. Statue là, 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 là et là. Ok. Ok, ok. Mais je vais peut-être essayer d'aller chercher cela. En vrai. Là aujourd'hui. Pour finir un peu le stream. Je voudrais aller chercher ce qu'il faut pour up Layla. Puis au moins on va découvrir Sumeru. Enfin découvrir, moi j'ai déjà vu. Vous non. Enfin du moins peut-être que vous y avez été de votre côté. Mais on n'y a pas été ensemble. C'est ce que je voulais dire. Tac. La statue est là-bas. C'est des ennemis ça? Non. C'était marqué le nom des cours d'eau que je pouvais drop les petits fruits là. Est-ce que c'est pas ça? Non, c'est pas ça. C'est pas ça. Mais... Ah, j'avais plus d'énergie. Est-ce que c'est vous qui lootez des trucs? Non, c'est pas ça.
Fracture.
Ah, ça c'est le truc.
See, just follow my intuition.
Bon, du coup, je me suis éloigné de la statue. Je me suis fait bait par l'indicateur. Parce que c'était marqué que on pouvait débloquer ça dans les cours d'eau.
Bring it on.
C'est quoi ça?
Keep moving.
Il est pas mort.
See, just follow my intuition.
Ok, je sais pas ce que j'ai fait.
Truth hurts. Confess.
Merde, j'ai enclenché une quête. que c'est pas ça là-bas que je dois ramasser? Ça se ramasse pas. Ah, excellent.
Really? Yeah.
Ça ressemble à ça le truc jaune. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça? Ok. Quoi ça? C'est de l'autre côté. Quoi? Ok, il y a des champignons qui rebondissent qui ne sont pas des champignons qui rebondissent. Ok. Putain mais what the fuck, il y a des trucs énormes ici. C'est quoi ça? Le dragon cataclysmique, c'est ça qu'il me fallait. Je vais chercher le point de TP là. Moi je crois que je sais pas récupérer. Alors faut 20 pour passer à niveau 2. C'est un golem? Quoi ces petites fleurs là? Ça se ramasse même pas. Bon, je vais voir si je suis capable de faire le dragon cataclysmique là. C'est par là? Oh, ça ressemble à... J'ai une patate. 26 de dégâts? Ok.
Not now.
Fracture!
Out of the frying pan.
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
My guiding star.
Bring it on! Yeah!
Boba, get them! Not now.
Come a little closer. Yep. Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. Come a little
Allez, descends.
closer.
Oui.
Get moving!
Out of the frying pan. The night is cold.
Alors déjà je fais pas beaucoup de dégâts si en
Don't
plus
be scared.
il augmente sa résistance.
Fracture!
My guiding stars. Boba, get them!
Alors. Manger, manger. Tiens, manger ça aussi. Hop.
Bring it on!
Not now.
Cyclone!
My guiding stars. Not now. Cold. Mine to come out of the frying pan. Into the...
Yeah! Yeah! Hey! Yeah! Yeah! Fracture! Yeah! Get moving! It hurts!
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. Blitz.
Boba, get them! about now? The night is cold. Don't be scared. You're toast!
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah.
My guiding star.
Yeah. Bring it on.
Ok, j'en ai eu 2. Ça m'a donné un truc Rio. Ok. Mais du coup... J'ai ça, mais je sais pas ça. Cours d'eau de Semuru. J'ai fait tout ce cours d'eau là, j'ai rien trouvé. Ce cours d'eau là, je l'ai fait aussi.
You don't want to do this.
What? Ok, j'ai énervé la plante. Bon, je trouve pas ce que je veux. J'en regarderai tout ça hors stream. Hop. Sur ce, on va se laisser. Tac. Cet après-midi, peut-être que j'en regarderai. Pour essayer de level up Layla. J'aurais bien aimé up Eizu, c'est mon DPS principal, c'est mon perso qui a le plus de dégâts. Et sur celui que je ne peux pas up. C'est un truc de fou. Bon. Sur ce, moi je vais vous laisser. N'hésitez pas à passer sur Twitter pour être averti des lives. Et surtout vous abonner à YouTube pour ne rater aucune diffusion. Rediffusion plutôt. Les diffusions sont sur Twitch. Vous pouvez aussi follow sur Twitch. Et voilà. Donc sur Twitch, c'est twitch.tv/xorgalien_. Ou le Tiaga du 8 si vous préférez. Moi, je vais y aller. Je vais me faire à manger. Du coup, je vous dis bon appétit. Et à la prochaine. Je ne sais pas quand. Peut-être au soir. Sûrement demain. Je ne sais pas. Bon, sur ce. Ciao, ciao.
Let's go.